Hey guys, all right. It is Friday, June 28th, and another day in the books. Pretty wild day. Um, a lot going on. Yeah, let's get into this. So the plan from last night for today, I was basically just kind of manage this Dow Jones position. Um, and I didn't do anything with this position. Still in it, still really like it. Um, Wild day though, huh? Morning was awesome. We'll get into that. Afternoon was crazy down. And then the close was, crazy. But you like to see, so you like to see it kind of get supported right here at the 50-day moving average. Close kind of mid-range. And especially with Nike down 20%. I mean, I know that's not a large portion of this ETF. It's like 1.5%. But regardless, that's a pretty substantial sell off, right? For one of the 30 that are in this fund. So, yeah, I didn't add to any positions today, didn't sell anything. We had closed out the NASDAQ calls yesterday. So for Dow Jones, calls at $7.90. Wait, hold on. When do those expire? It's probably August 16 is probably. That's when like all my other ones are. Yep, it is August 16. So August 16, strike price of 390. So we're at like 50 days to expiration now, or 49, 50, something like that. And 790. Those closed at like 920. When I checked the account prior to doing this video, it was saying those are 870. So regardless, we've got some cushion on them. I'm not worried. There isn't any sell rule that has been broken. So that's really all that I care about. Now, if this can start gaining some momentum and moving up, I think this would be awesome. I mean, the Dow Jones has yet to go into all-time highs. It's been consolidating here since March 19th. Wow. So we're going on 3 months here. Yeah, so if this can break out, this would be awesome. Kind of a funky consolidation though, huh? But regardless, moving averages, moving up. Still like this one. Individual names in this, they all still look good. And if, Nike can somehow kind of rally just a little bit, right? I mean, it's got a 20% gap it needs to fill. Then I think this could kind of propel it. But anyways, moving on to L3 Harris. Now, I think it was yesterday I added to this position. I already kind of had a full position on in here. It was yesterday. Because I had noticed that, so we bought this down here from the nice bounce off the 50-day moving average, and then for a couple days I was adding in here. And then yesterday I added here. So the cost basis is like basically $220 a share. It's like basically right there. But the reason I added to this yesterday, I don't know if I went over it totally, but is because these 2 days were supported really well. and it's still uptrending. So, wow, huge volume. Anyways, still looks good. It's fine. That's just an equity position. So, yeah, all good there. Nothing to continue talking about with them. Emerging markets. I think yesterday I said I wasn't going to add until anything over 44, but I've changed my mind today, so anything over like 43 I will add. I still have some room to like add another little bit prior to it getting over 43, which I might do on Monday. We'll see. But again, I mean, this looks fine. It's got a lot of room to run. We've got very long dated call options that are in the money. So I got August 16, 42 strike price. And then, so the price of those was $1.30. Those are currently at $1.24. And then September 24th, 42 calls. So that's like 80 or 90 days to expiration, something like that. $1.90. Those are currently at $2.06. So yeah, still like this. And especially because 9% of this is in Taiwan semiconductors. And semiconductors have been a laggard this last week. So if those can start kind of gaining some ground, which I don't know exactly if I like this. I personally would not be going for this here. But if they could start gaining some ground, that would be sweet for this emerging markets ETF. All right, moving on. So over to Robinhood. It's still holding up well, even though Bitcoin has been, kind of getting slammed. Maybe not slammed isn't the right word, but it's certainly not acting healthy. So for Robinhood to be acting this good is promising, right? Because let's say, for example, even if Bitcoin's bull market is in fact done, which I don't really think it is, but even if it is, there's going to be plenty of bounces, right? We still have that 200-day moving average in Bitcoin to defend and move up, which would really propel Robinhood higher. So in Robinhood, there's the potential for this to move higher a lot. Robinhood, where the heck is the expiration for this call? I know I just said these yesterday. September 20th. Yeah, September 20th expiring. And $20 calls. So that's, 10% in the money. $4.08. Those got filled. Those are currently at $4.37. And super strong close today, just considering how everything was getting sold in the afternoon. And same with Bitcoin. So that is promising. Well, I guess not super strong close, but relatively speaking to everything else, that is good. Still looks good. Really long dated, call option. We'll go over wheat real quick. Yesterday, great day. Today, whatever. We're still in those 23-cent calls. These are the smallest position that I have. But it's acting better now. So we'll see. 23 cents. Those are currently at 15 cents. I think there's like 38 days to expiration. August 2nd. Expiring August 2nd. So 30 something days. 35, something like that. So the price of this has got to start moving here pretty quick for me. Otherwise, I'll probably just blow this out. But yeah, it's, smallest position. No big deal. Palantir. Palantir's been good. It's been good so far. It's an equity position, $24.23. Currently $25.33 it closed at. I wrote down 38 because, yeah, it's after hours. Whoa, $25.40. So, this one's still acting great. It's kind of bummed I didn't get a CrowdStrike alert today. I was thinking, it was such a strong day. I was thinking, all right, we're going long CrowdStrike, but not yet. Not yet. Alrighty. Last equity position is Goldman Sachs. Whatever. It's hanging in there. It's hanging in there. Anything over 460, I think, would be really nice. But really good spot for risk to reward. Maybe I should have added to this today. Maybe I will on Monday, right here at the 50-day. Anyways, $459.13 is the average cost. That's right now, $452. Now moving on to an awesome section of futures trading, which was an eventful day. Lots of trades for small amounts of money. So we'll go through it. First ones that were placed were micros. The micros. 756, and let me explain. So when I'm experimenting with holding contracts all day, I usually will like to do micro contracts and kind of hold all day, and then maybe trade regular size contracts and just try and experiment and see where my emotions get in the way, and how badly does that affect things, and would I be better off just holding them all day? So, anyways, 7:56 this morning, again, Pacific time. The first set of them was at 142. 142. And, or maybe 7:56 is maybe when this all kind of closed out. But anyways, it's all right around in this time frame. So no longer than 10 minutes was this trade. 2042, 142, and I was looking for anything over 150 and to just kind of hold this thing. I mean, look at this morning. Super strong, huge pullback. But anyways, so entered the trade, dropped all the way down, and then so instantly in my mind I think, all right, this is not acting at all as I suspected. But regardless, this looked like a pretty good place of support here. So added to it. At 128, so 2128. And then what I look to do is when it's the price did not act as I suspected, is to just get out and then kind of reassess things. So then I get out at 2137. And so that was about $10 per sets of two. So it's basically like $10 a contract if you want to put it that way. So for the first buy at 2142 and the second at 2128, and then to sell it at 2137, that set of trades right there would have been a profit of $10 per set. I know that's kind of confusing, but anyways, so as this didn't act as suspected, I wasn't going to hold these. I was going to sell it and regroup. I figured right around 140 would have been a good place to get out. So again, especially with any trade, I'm never going to try and top ticket ever. Never, ever. So if I think, 140 is a good place to get out, I'll get out a couple points lower. So that's what I did. This turned out to have been very good that I did that, because, look at the rest of this. Yikes. So then we'll go over to, I don't know if maybe we're going to talk about every single one. There's a lot of them here. So we're going to go over to the Dow. Look at this. What a crazy day. So strong here in the morning. And that's the other thing, is I was not around first thing in the morning. I was driving. And so I got back like 7 or so in the morning. And yeah, I was like, what? Look at all this. Beautiful. So the first one, 835 at 616. 835, 616. Look at that right here. Yep. Ah, yes. I remember this one. 616 up to 620. 4 ticks for $20 a contract. And it continued higher, and I was like, all right, cool. This is acting as I would suspect it to act. So on the next pullback, I'm going to buy in and see what happens. So that's what I did. 54. Yeah, so 54. And then it's getting slammed and bouncing around in here. So then I get out at 55, which is a single tick, it's basically flat, and then just crashed. Another trade was placed at 859. Yep, off of here. But now what I'm thinking in my brain is none of this price action has been going as I suspect. So now I'm for sure just getting a couple ticks, because none of this has been going as I suspect. And yes, there is still money to be made, and maybe those are stupid trades, but so anyways, so 859 from 89 to 92. So 89, couple ticks, 92, get out, that's 3 ticks, that's $15 a contract. 944, 33 to 39, 6 ticks. Maybe it was around here. Yeah. somewhere in this area, right? You know, kind of hits this line. I'm like, all right, well, I'm out. 6 ticks, that's $30 a contract. And then at 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock, this was a pretty bad trade. That turned out to be okay, but this was the last one I did for the day. So, 10 o'clock at 41. But like right here, oh, well, I guess that's 9:55. So this is 10 o'clock. So right at 41. And price continued to go down pretty substantially here. You know, at this point we're talking like $80 a contract or something, maybe 60, 80. Somewhere in that region. And then I learned that I thought, you know, just another example of this none of this price action is going how I would suspect. And then I start thinking, all right, man, you know, I got to get out of here. I got super lucky with this price movement right here. So for 5 ticks higher, it's $25 a contract. 5 ticks higher, 46. And basically was like, all right, I've been in this position a thousand times over the last couple of years with futures, and just was like, all right, that's, you know, you're already upset because you missed this. I mean, got lucky for the most part, kind of placed some bad trades, kind of got lucky, and I was like, all right, that's it for futures trading for the day. Although the end of the day would have been awesome. So if I would have preserved my mental capital here, not been an idiot on a couple of these, you know, I would have caught some of these, because I'm like, dang, this looks really good, and then you think, oh, well, you know what, everything you did prior was you completely unexpected. So, you know, so I was just kind of burnt out on trading futures for the day, and you know, so that was it for the futures trading. Let's go over to capitulation and elation. All right, another awesome section. Capitulation has got to be, that's an easy one, right? Nike. Now, Nike is something I don't care about, you know. I don't even really think it's that big of a gauge on how the economy is doing, to be honest. I just don't feel that it is. But anyways, earnings I think came in above expectation, but I think it was their outlook that crushed them. Yeah. So yeah, minus 20%. Man. Biggest drop ever. After a downbeat forecast. Yeah, it has to be a forecast that's causing that price movement. Sheesh. Questions their leadership, huh? Management credibility is severely challenged and potential for C-level regime change adds further uncertainty. So from this, it kind of sounds like they're doing a shotgun approach. It's not good. Our key conclusion is there will be no quick rebound for Nike's earnings. We believe Nike's embarking on a multi-year reset. Healthy top line growth. Wow, multi-year. Yikes. Wow. Yeah, not good. So that was a capitulation. What are we going to do for elation? I was kind of thinking of this one that's on the watch list is Geo, a prison stock, which is hilarious. Um, so this one, God, when was it? I don't know. I think it was at like the very end of this whole bear market, and Michael Burry's stock holdings come out, and it's basically like short everything and long this prison stock Geo, and I thought that was absolutely hysterical. And oh, it must have been down here. Yeah, I think it was down here. So why are they acting so good? I really don't know. I don't know of the news. Let's see if there is any. Oh, prison stock gain after presidential debate. Trading higher following last night's Trump Biden debate. Oh, God, that's so funny. Most alarming headline of the year. Oh, because of all the different migrants or illegal immigrants or whatever. Jeez. Jump. Okay. Okay. Yeah, those were talked about a lot. Definitely the stock's going to 30. Oh, that's too funny. I'm so happy that we put this one in the elation section. A drinking game by the New York Post highlighted that Trump mentioned migrant crime twice during the debate, while the border was referenced 15 times overall. It's only mentioned 13. Oh, jeez. I mean, that's not a bad, because you do see the narrative shifting, where, I mean, people have always been kind of fed up with it for the most part, but, I guess like Republicans have always had kind of the same stance and same talking points on it, and now you're seeing Democrats shift towards more like a hard line on immigration. So I guess that would make sense. You are seeing kind of a narrative shift. It's an interesting one, actually. It's now over the 50-day moving average. Oh, but that's just so funny. Oh man, you have a presidential debate and then like some prison stocks are soaring. So ridiculous. Um, and then that's it. So that's all we'll go through this Friday. Man, what a crazy day though. I mean, if you're so again, strength was sold. Again, oh, here's something I do want to talk about. So strength was sold. We've had multiple days of this. Yeah, so here, boom, strength, boom, blasted. Same thing here. So we've had a couple days of this. So that's something to kind of keep in the back of my mind. And same thing here with the Qs. I mean, because this was blasted really hard. Dang, is this coming up on like kind of the first place I drew this line? Let's extend this thing, see what happens. Yeah. But in all fairness, these lines are kind of wonky. Anyways, that's something to kind of keep in the back of your mind, right? So like yesterday too, even though it looks really subtle here that you can't really tell, the strength was sold yesterday. And today you can absolutely tell that it was. Right, so what I want to be defending against is this entire trading range here. February was still good, but March, April, Yeah, so March and April were tough. Like February, I was like, dang, it's getting tougher to make money. March was like, oh man, you got to really be fighting it. So, anyways, and I've made some mistakes in here holding way longer than I should have, you know, and just all this. So, anyways, so uh, when I notice it's kind of getting harder to make money, because strength is not getting supported, it's actually getting sold. Typically, what I think the best strategy is for me is to lighten up and not trade for a breakout. Breakout trading is a really a good strategy that I like, but so now I think what I'll be looking to do is I don't think I'm going to be really adding to much, to be honest, over this next week and see what happens, because now you can say, okay, so now NASDAQ is now in some sort of consolidation period. So let's wait and see how this kind of plays out. Dow Jones still looks completely fine, you know. Oh, Russell 2000 was looking pretty good. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I think it was just yesterday where I said it looked horrible, but it actually looks fine. This looks sweet. This looks great. Let's see if, yeah, we're getting close. Yeah, this could be awesome too if this comes out of this range, you know. So I mean, yeah, things are setting up good. I mean, even with indexes being all wonky today, I mean, a bunch of single individual stocks were acting great. Uber, this is always a super fun one to trade options, and I'm so happy to see Uber doing good here, because hopefully this can continue, and yeah. Uber, what else is a really fun one? AMD, I think that was good today. Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of awesome setups happening. Square, I don't know about this one recently. Yeah, I mean, that's a no-go for me, but... and then, what's the other one? I like Caterpillar. Yeah, see, that looks good. That's a component in the Dow. Ooh, eBay. Yeah, like I said, this one's really reminded me of Chop City. JP Morgan, 1.5%. Wow. Wow, that looks phenomenal. This is a huge consolidation. I'm going to write that one down on the whiteboard. Oh, what is on the whiteboard? Uber's on there. Oh, SMCI. That's right. Yeah, I wrote it down after this day, but ugh, that's ugly. But it's still on the whiteboard. Goldman Sachs, we looked at that. Amgen. Let's see how Amgen's doing. Yeah, looks pretty cool. Looks pretty good. Strength has been sold in this one, though. All around this area. Amazon. Yeah. That one, we had a really good trade in Amazon earlier in the week. Yeah, I mean, if this can get supported around 190 and start moving back up through 190, that'll be another go for sure. Palantir, Hood, and AMD. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. That was it. Probably Sunday. Maybe Sunday. We'll see what's going on Sunday. But I'll be doing a plan for Monday. So anyways, have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you guys later.